Today we are unboxing a new Teverun model. This is the new Fire Supreme Ultra V2. This thing has a lot of new upgrades. The box seems to be a little bit soft and too thin for this size scooter. No damage or cracks all around, just the top seems to be open, but delivered well. Looks to be same frame. Let's take it out and see if there's any visual big differences. I got a new really cool knife. This is the knife I used for unboxing. This is a clone of Benchmade, and this is a fake Damascus, 25 bucks. Held up so well for so long. This is the expensive one I got, over $300, and I'm still using it. Amazing knife, but crazy expensive. This is a new one. Look at this thing. It's done to perfection. Real Damascus, VG10. Just look at it's like a high-end fidget. Listen. It's just amazing action. Craftsmanship is just out of this world. Comes like this, sealed, mark here, and this is the brand. So you have different options, and you have all the tools, all the scales. Look at the stuff. Just quality is just insane. The action is just incredible. It's a super nice flipper. These two different variation of steel. The Damascus is more expensive, and the regular finish, which is, more affordable. Amazing knives, and this is like mid-level between too cheap and very expensive. It's just fantastic knife. So more updates coming throughout the next videos. I'll be using this for all my unboxing, and I carry this knife almost pretty much every day. And this is what you get when you open the box. This styrofoam, see, it's weak and it's broken. New carbon fiber pattern that looks better. You get free gloves, a really cool addition. You have same tool and rubber covers, the manual, and all the instructions right here. Let's see if I can lift it up. This Ultra V2 comes with a 60 amp hour, 72 volt gigantic battery. Just the handlebar is wrapped in plastic. There's our V2 Ultra Supreme. The body, look how much wider it is. Tapers down. The stickers, reflective. The Teverun looks sharper, looks better. This carbon fiber on the side looks really nice. Look at the Fighter Teverun implementation here. This is new. Fenders, this is so much better than 760R, 13-inch version. All around, one steel dampener, also carbon fiber inlay right here on top. This looks so much better done. Yeah, the scooter looks really improved and better. Also in the back, fender. Yeah, this is good, and this is 11-inch tires. This thing is sick. It's 3,500, and honestly, if you want to have best range, the longest range, this is better than 760R 13-inch size. This will give you less top speed, way more range, and it's more compact and it's lighter. You only have to install the handlebar and you're good to go. Here's the Teverun Supreme Fighter Ultra 2.0 version. This is a compact electric scooter released by Teverun to deceive, hiding outrageous specs. Shrinked into 11-inch size tire to give you an insane range. Teverun fitted here the biggest battery size in the world in a production version, keeping all the designs we love in the V5 13-inch version, but in a more reasonable size and weight. Frame is the same, nothing changed here. It's just this wrap, or whatever it is, and the stickers and the side plastic just seems to be much nicer done. If you look closer, it looks almost like real. This touch here, the Fighter, you have this carbon fiber insert here, like the fenders, much better than the 13-inch version. I like this more, and you can actually cut them shorter. You can round them up and make them even cooler. But the scooter, the body, it goes like more, the sticker here needs to be, peels up a little bit, but it goes more inside and more rounded and just looks better. Like this now is inside The previous version was hanging on the bottom, and this thing looks refreshed, looks like a compact beast. It's just really beautiful scooter. Dual motors rated 1600 watts, peak power delivery 9200 watts. And we have here biggest battery ever fitted in an 11-inch scooter in the world. The specs are just outrageous. 65 miles an hour and over 120 miles in range. Paint or whatever dip they put on top, it just looks fantastic. The console looks really cool. I like this. Mini Pro had this thing and I was craving, and I was like, comment if you saw my previous videos, I've been talking about this. I want to see this on the 260R, and it's finally here. Also this thing, you guys been asking in previous videos, would I get it? How can I get it? I don't remember what I responded in the comments, but finally it's on this version. It's a 6 scooter. It's right in between, not too small, not too big. You have this rubber covers, I put them all around. The lights are just freaking gorgeous, and you can go in the app and adjust the coloring, make it solid or flickering, but this thing just looks sick. Suspension here, you have adjustability, the same pretty much design, but just looks slightly sharper, slightly better. And here you have the bottom, how it looks like underneath. This design is just perfect. If you want a beast that's compact, goes 65 miles an hour and gives you a shitload of range, this is probably the best option in the market today. They finally put new throttle, different grips, has this little thing, the support looks like mouse pad with that gel inside. You see here metal inserts, same screen, the same touches here, the same hook. We have different console, and all this lights up. The cable management, same exact thing, slightly better done. Big light, we'll see how this light looks the same, probably slightly different lens here. We'll see how it performs at nighttime. A little scratch here I see. All around, not big changes, but looks sharp, looks good. I think if you put here PMTs, wider tires, there's not much clearance here, but you can play with that and adjust. Still, like, I feel like if you put here slightly wider tires, put some slicks, some PMTs, this thing will be the best performing scooter in this size and this price range. And let me show you why. You have to see the top speed and climbing hill test. It just looks incredibly well put together. Attention to detail and everything is just spectacularly executed. But when it comes to software and this console, the smart button, and this is the thing that people complain about, and I have a friend that actually hates that last year Ultra drains the battery when the scooter is not in use, especially in winter time. Now this edition allows you to completely turn off the scooter and not waste the energy. I cannot wait to fully charge and ride it. It comes half the battery charged, 50%. Let's power this actually on quickly and let's see how it performs. You can also power on from the remote, double click. Now it's on and you can see the light around it, so nighttime you can see all this much easier, much better. And this thing also lights up here, and every time you press something it beeps. The horn is super loud. All scooters I own and I ride, I think this is the best design deck. Simple, easy to clean, it's just sticky and looks so nice. And the body, if you look from the side, how they design it just looks sick. I think performance, design, specs, customer service, especially if you buy from Vostok Motors, these guys reply to you like in 4 or 5 hours. Like the longest is like about 24 hours, sometimes even less than 24 hours. Like they're just incredible, and I recommend buying from Vostok Motors. This guys have been in the business for over 9 years, 8, 9, almost 10 years, and they're freaking fantastic. And yeah, the scooter, you can get so many customized parts. You can get your letters, you know, put Supreme with white and red, put 260R like I did with the previous version. It's just compact and freaking beast of a machine. And also here, I forgot to mention that the handlebar is actually shorter. They didn't put a longer one, so you can put a carbon fiber one. Maybe if you're taller, if you're a bigger guy, put like maybe 2 inches wider on each side. But this for traffic, for New York City, where there's car over car and you have to go get in between, this is perfect. All right, let's see if we can get one run before it rains. Brakes, you have to press brakes, get out of the park. If you don't press hard, let me do it again. If you don't press hard, it's actually very smooth. The scooter feels very actually comfortable. I put to slow and it's actually good. A little less travel, a little less plunge, but it feels really solid. Let's see now. Go this way.
Yeah, once you press, it goes. And it's in kilometers, so let's get out of here. This is a school zone. I cannot go here really fast at this time. But around the corner, we can go on that road max speed. Yeah, this feels really comfortable. The scooter feels stable at 35 miles an hour, no problem. Let's go. All right. Maximum speed, 65, 75, 52, 95 kilometers. Super windy. 101 kilometers an hour. That's probably around 60 miles. It shows 58 miles maximum speed on GPS. Here was 101. So what I learned recently, this app is not 100% accurate. It's off by 2-3 miles. So here 101, I think I saw. That's about 60 miles an hour. Supposed to go 65. So I'm 225 pounds with the gear, the jacket probably 235, around 240. So I assume if you're lighter, you'll get probably another 5-10 kilometers, another 4 or 5 miles more speed, maybe 6 miles. But still, for what it is, I think it's pretty darn fast. Yeah, it's dead solid. Like, the only thing is this grips are a little bit, like, this is sticky, but this part will slide. So I'll probably replace it with Oddens, but yeah, you have to press brake to get out of park. And yeah, it's very agile, and it's not as powerful as the 7260R 13-inch beast, but still, like, it's right behind. The next day, much better conditions, way less wind. I took another 2 runs on the highway just to see if I can squeeze higher numbers. But very important, look at the handlebars and the front end. Super stable, no shaking, dead solid. Surprisingly, this model feels even more stable than the 7260R 13-inch version. Because it's so much less aggressive, it makes it so much easier to ride it. Nothing shakes, nothing vibrates, it's just body smooth and dead planted. Feels like it's glued to the concrete. The steer dampener in this model, it's so different than previous Teveruns, and I'm not sure why, because even if I push it to the max, I'll show you here. Let's stop in the shade. So look at this, it's all the way to the maximum, so it's like the biggest, the hardest resistance, right? And it still moves very smoothly, very easily, and it's dead stable. It's insanely stable. And if you look, I have to compare with the 13-inch, put them next to each other, like smaller wheels, smaller arms, but feels actually even better than 13-inch. It's more stable. It's kind of small for me. I need like more space to stretch, but super comfortable, super smooth, and 62 miles an hour for the size. I think this is more than enough. Like, I ride 45, 50, and 50 not all the time. I'm going crazy fast just for the review, for the video. Look at the suspension. Like, I turn it all the way to the super slow. Still, you know, I can feel the difference. And if you look in the video, I have to adjust the ring. I kept the stock, but I have to compress a little bit so it doesn't sag in the back. And yeah, it's just, I don't know if I have that option.
is the ring. Yeah, the ring is on the bottom, so I have to remove the tire and twist. The point is that I'm too heavy for the scooter, even though the maximum capacity I think it's around 300 pounds, so you can still ride easily, but I like the end to be level slightly higher, so it needs to be adjusted. This is again out of the box how it is, but even though it's not set up for my size and my weight, still performs extremely well. This feels planted, it's like glued to the concrete, and it just feels so freaking stable, like and smooth. And the very important point which I have to show you, I have to go back and get some speed. Look at the trigger. Now I'm 40 miles an hour, and look, I release and it just smoothly slows down. Again, look at it. I release and it's just gradual. The power doesn't cut out right away. It's just so much better. This is very, very important. Other scooters, when you get 60 plus miles an hour, you have to go gently back and reduce the power so you don't get that wobble. On this model, it's just set up to be super smooth, and as a jerk, it just extremely gradually slows down. Super nice and so safe. Like the turning signals. You see, it flashes, it beeps, and it's not limited to like 7 or 8 seconds. It will flash and beep until you turn it off, which is amazing. This is how it should be from the start. All these consoles are fantastic, so you have to press one more time to turn it off. And this trigger, so much better. I don't like the twist. This is perfect. And the lights and everything. Also, when the scooter is fully charged, you get notification through your email. In my case, it's Gmail, and I got this message when it's fully charged. So this is really, really cool. Like, plug it and you continue riding, or you just know it's fully charged. Range. I squeezed the crap out of this model. First, 45% of the battery. I tested the top speed at least 10 runs just to get you the most accurate numbers, and the remaining 55% of the battery I rode with speeds between 35 to 45 miles an hour, still pretty fast. My weight 230 pounds, temperature 100 to 105 degrees, extremely, I would say unbearably hot, and the scooter performed amazingly well. It did not overheat, it did not stop running, and I managed to cover 62 miles in range. If you're a heavy rider and you ride around 35 miles an hour, you can get 75, maybe even over 85 miles in range. Extremely aggressive. I don't know how many degrees, but it's freaking steep, so. Yeah, no problem. Straight up. This is freaking crazy steep. Look at this. Skid marks the surface. And I'm getting even closer, so you can see, like, I don't need to, like, pick up speed. You just go. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. It left the marks on this freaking steep thing. That's insane. This Teverun is freaking powerful. All this power, and it's so controllable. Wow. On suspension, I want to show you going over the bridges, gaps, and some off-roading footage at speeds over 30, even over 35 miles an hour, where there's no need to comment and explain, and it performed way above my expectations. 7260R has longer arms and massive 13-inch tires that by size alone helps to get to that comfortable level and push the scooter faster and get more aggressive, keeping good control, and has also KK suspension that does all the work for you. With Ultra 2, they achieved very similar results, but it's much smaller 11-inch tire, where size alone explains how difficult it is to achieve this level. If you look closely, the deck stays straight, there's no vibration going to handlebars, and the scooter glides over big roots, deep channel cracks, and over big rocks very smoothly. Suspension work is perfect. Here's a 30-second clip where you can hear no rattle, nothing sounds loose, even going over big rocks at high aggressive acceleration, pushing uphill. When it comes to charging, you only get on this model one charging port, which is ridiculous. It should be two. And this is the charger you get in the box. This is 5 amps, 84 volts. This charger got a little damage during the shipping, and it takes from empty to full about 12 hours and a half, which is insanely long. So what I did is I cut the connector out, and I used this for the last 2 years. This is float wheel ADV charger, the hypercharger. This is 10 amps, and this is what should be coming with the scooter, stock out of the box. And I just connected here black to black, red to red. I'm getting the scooter from empty to fully charged in about 6 hours and 10 minutes. Teverun team sacrificed the second charging port for this button. Would you choose this change, or would you like to go back to the second charging port? Let me know in the comments below. Regarding the stem and the movement, I received comments I think a year ago and even 2 years ago on the first Teveruns I reviewed how I managed with the play, how reliable it is, how strong it is. So if you have any play, this screw, just unscrew it and lift it higher by 1 or 2 mil. So if you do that, when you close it's tight, and listen to this. Clicked, now it's closed. This thing came all the way down, so it's secure. Now if you look at this solid, there's no squeaky noise, there's no movement, it's just super solid there. So you only have to adjust that screw, that's the only thing. And make sure it's all greased inside. All other bolts, there's 2 screws on the bottom, they very strongly secure and it's tight. That's all you have to do. And this mechanism, I have Teveruns with 1 year, 2 years and 3 years old that I've been riding, and they're reliable, everything is actually good, and this frame and everything is just solid, no issues so far. Just to show you guys the lights, I don't know how much camera picks up, but it started raining now, it's a little wet, so probably not gonna look really clear in the video, but it is decent. It's not super powerful, it's more of a floodlight, but I've been riding for the last like 15 minutes, and I can see clearly in front of me. I can go fast without any problem. I just wish it was crazy powerful like some other scooters, but this is like, I'll say it's just decent. It's not crazy, throw or like, but still you can easily ride in the evening, even go fast. How the light throws. So the darker corner, so yeah, it's very wide and throws enough. Right here you can see, yeah, he's like at least 200 meters easily. Yeah, you can see here the lights are really bright for the closer distance. So the lights are actually pretty cool and really bright. Also the brake lights in the back, so you see really bright. Also turning signals are awesome, really visible. And now I changed the lights, but it was like also yellowish, greenish on the side. So yeah, it's raining, let's get inside, but you get the point. And it's gonna beep and it's gonna flash until you turn it off. So really good lights, super bright. So the app is pretty simple. You have the kickstart motor, front and rear. Just rear, you can lock the scooter, speed, you can adjust all this stuff here, which is cruise control, LED switch. So let's see the lights here, you can adjust that. You have all these different options they can play with. So yeah, not into that. It's kind of wet and it's raining, so the screen is not responsive, but you have location services and it shows you where the scooter is, which is really cool. You have trip statistics, dynamic average, scooter report, July. So you have a lot of stats here, and it's raining, so come on. Come on, this is anyway, I have to go inside. But really extensive app, and services, community, which needs to load. But the scooter, pretty much that's your app. Oh, I don't want to do diagnostic, come on. So anyway, location, light shows, and this is the screen. So really hard now to show you because it's raining. Here's a quick description of the features shown by Teverun and the new smart button, which makes a big difference.
The smart button on the Switch allows for function customization via the app, including motor, kickstart, cruise, limit speed, lock scooter, smart, LED switch, LED mode switch, turbo, one touch cruise, EABS. For example, if you assign the smart button as the LED switch, you can turn the LED on or off with a single press. If you set it as motor, you can switch between single and dual motor drive with one press. Smart diagnostic test. Before leaving the factory, e-scooters go through automated testing to ensure quality standards. Anti-theft function. The PKE system has been removed and replaced with a remote key, which is more power efficient. The anti-theft function can be turned on or off via the APP, and its sensitivity can be adjusted as needed. Once turned on, if someone attempts to steal the scooter, it will trigger an alarm and lock itself, preventing it from being moved. Online updates for all components. The 2.0 version allows for individual upgrades to 5 components: the display, front controller, rear controller, lighting controller, and BMS. There are 2 upgrade methods. 1. Via 4 grams network for models with GPS, and 2. Via Bluetooth for all models. Lighting. Compared to the 1.0 version, the 2.0 light strip is more robust, easier to maintain, and offers a greater variety of lighting modes. The function settings are memorized, meaning the mode activated after the current startup will retain the mode set before the last shutdown. The headlight features light-sensitive control, which automatically turns on when ambient light is insufficient and turns off when sufficient light is detected. This light sensing function can be enabled or disabled via the APP. Operation status indication. When you turn on the scooter's turn signals or headlights, the APP displays a dynamic visual effect. Fault diagnosis. The system can report faults for the motor, controller, battery, dashboard, and lighting control module, with dynamic visualizations displayed in the APP. In the APP, the test mode can automatically perform diagnostics and identify the location of a fault. CAN protocol. The Teverun scooter incorporates many intelligent components. To improve fault diagnosis, the 2.0 version utilizes an automotive-grade CAN protocol for quick fault identification and reporting. This results in a dramatically higher accuracy rate compared to standard systems. Additionally, the platform streamlines the addition of future expandable devices like tire pressure monitors, radar, and ABS. Simplified wiring. The wiring in the version 2.0 system is simpler than in version 1.5. GPS and Bluetooth module integration. The integration of the GPS and Bluetooth modules into the TFT display enhances signal stability, reduces the variety of wiring and components, and lowers both assembly difficulty and failure rates. Dashboard interface optimization. Clearer fault description. The icons and text fonts have been enhanced, and a clock function has been added. Charging energy management. You can set the charging capacity via the APP to protect the battery's lifespan. This enhances safety and better aligns with the health management practices for lithium batteries. 3D vehicle model display. The scooter's operating status and faults can be displayed through dynamic graphics in the APP, making it more intuitive and technologically advanced. Energy-saving management. By analyzing sensor data from the battery, controller, motor, and central control unit, real-time optimal performance matching for the battery, motor, and controller can be achieved. This extends the lifespan of components and improves energy efficiency.
But it's also smooth. Really smooth. I actually like it. I feel like 760R, the 13-inch version, is just like, I'll just say, the big boy, right, versus the small one. It's just super more aggressive, super more scary. Like if you're just getting into like scooters and you're like mid-level and you want to go faster, get high performance, I think this is the next better step because it's more user-friendly. The 760R, you have to be really good. Like if you make a mistake on that one gets 75, 78. Some people get now 80 miles an hour on those scooters. The V5 upgraded version, the controller is so much more efficient, so much better. I got a pair of those. I have to swap in mine and upgrade. I think like that's just overkill. You have to be a really seasoned, really experienced rider. This, I think, it's much user-friendly, much more forgiving. It doesn't go, it goes crazy, but not stupid crazy. And I feel like this is recommended next step if you're riding like a 40-mile-an-hour scooter, and this will be the next option. I'm not looking for craziness. If you just want to commute, have like a lighter version, not necessarily lighter, but like more compact, so it's easier to move around, put in your car, and like have a smaller sedan, and you just want to put it in the back second row, and you just want to like, you know, like commute. So you want something that's more robust, more powerful, and gives you more range. I think this is the option. Like,
Yeah, I think this feels now even better than 13-inch, to be honest. Like, to be able to lift it. Oh, the light, this is loose. I have to fix this. Shoot. All right, so like to be able to do this and lift it like that, that's just, yeah, that's a big difference. The 13-inch, it's not so easy to lift it. It's just a monster, and this has to be tightened. So far, biggest complaints, oh, the worst complaint that I have is this grips. This leather, it's freaking like, feels slippery, feels, I don't know, I would just replace this right away. They look cool. This padded thing here, it's nice, but like, I didn't take the Teverun gloves because they're very slippery here, and they have those like round plastic dots, so when you grip it, like it feels even more slippery. This is better, but still, like I feel like I need those odd-ons, those like regular mountain bike grips. They're so much better. That's the biggest complaint. And the last complaint that I think of is one charging port. Only one charging port for 60 amps. This is just stupidly insane. Like, it takes you with 5 amps like over 12 hours to fully charge this battery. Like 10 amps, 6 hours and 50 minutes, 6 hours and a half. So 6 hours still feels quite long. So you need 2 charging ports, and you need like at least 7 amps, you know, each side, or 10 amps even each side. 10 amps will be even better. So 20 amps charging, like 3 hours and 15 minutes, 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's how, you know, it should come set up out of the box. These are the only complaints. The pros, I mean, those are the cons. The pros, I like the new features. I like the trigger, screen slightly different, little changes here, but nothing, you know, just subtle changes. I like the suspension, even though like it's not super, you know, like high-end suspension, still like mid-level to entry level, still performs very well. Everything is just like slightly shrinked size-wise compared to 13 inches, so I like that. It's more compact factor. You can throw it in your sedan, in your, you know, back of the car, and you just, you know, good to go. So I like performance. 62, I'm 225 with the gear, 240, 235 to 45-ish. Winter gear, 250 to 60. Like, on my weight, you're gonna get 62 miles an hour. If you're 220, 210, under 200 pounds, you probably get 65 miles, maybe slightly 67, 68, depending on the climb, on wind, on weather conditions. Today is super hot, it's 100 degrees, and actually the scooter didn't turn off. For 2 weeks, I beat the shit out of the scooter, and nothing loose, nothing rattles, and it's working perfectly well. It's a beast of a scooter, and it's still compact. Yeah, I'm really blown away by performance, the package overall, extra features, you know, the charging thing that notifies you for the email. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, this is the next scooter to have. Like, I think this is really cool, and I hope they make this in 84 volts. So I don't want them to increase the speed, I want them to increase the range, but this is still gives you insane amount of range. Like, this is crazy. I love it, guys. The link will be down below in the description box. Check it out. Ride safe, and I'll see you next time.